Hello and good morning, Twin Blades, acolytes, friends, and passers-by. Welcome to the stream. My name is Ruin. Good Saturday morning to you all. Hope your week went well. Is going well. I guess technically we're still in the same week. Well, I guess depends upon how you split the week up. And my brain starts on Sunday, ends on Saturday. So we are in the final hours of the week, in my brain at least. I am still going through the Critical Role campaign 2. Kind of just took a day off from my computer yesterday, so just kind of chilled. And apparently I'm going to have a fuzzy friend here. So hopefully we don't hit any buttons that I don't want hit, but you know, here we are. God knows whether that's going to happen or not. I would like your tail not to be on my computer, please. Thank you. On my keyboard. Yeah. So we are going to jump back into Pathfinder today. So last session we ended up getting Nadia and Woljif. We kept Woljif. Actually, unintentionally swapped out Sila, who is our paladin, with Nadia, who is, I believe she's a wizard? I don't know. Let's take a look. Let's hop into the game. I do not actually quite remember what her class is. Can you not, Catechus? You're killing me, Smalls. Alright, let's jump back in here. Let's turn the audio on for you all. But, I don't really want Nadia. I would rather have Salah so that I have some sort of face tank. Because as a Sword Saint Magus, I'm not all that beefy. Don't have the greatest AC. Woljif also doesn't have the greatest AC as a as an arcane trickster. Let's see, what is she? A scroll savant, which is a wizard subclass or archetype. Okay. So I ended up giving her a heavy or a light crossbow, or she may have already had it actually. I don't think I've given her anything yet. But oh, we also picked up Ember. I forgot Ember. Oh, and I also forgot I need to move myself for this so that I don't interfere with the... Not everything. Come on. Really? Clicking all the buttons, not clicking it correct. Okay. Go ahead and move me up in the top left corner so that we can get dialogue boxes in a viewable manner here real quick. Good enough. Alrighty. What does her spellbook look like? She's an illusion. Yeah, she's an illusionist special. And didn't take abjuration or necromancy. So honestly, if we're going more illusion and whatnots, I would probably prefer to have Woljif. He's not actually, he's level 3. Okay, but he only has level 1 not sure what this number is. Because as an arcane trickster, sorry, Eldritch Scoundrel. Arcane Trickster is the prestige class. He is a rogue with spells, basically. I don't know. I really enjoy Lan. He's basically my highest ranged DPS dealer right now, as a Zen Archer Monk. Has no armor equipped other than a bracers that give him 1, and he has an armor class of 19. So honestly, he's really decent. I could have Camellia be my tank with a 21 armor class, but literally everyone else on my team has a less than 20. And I really like Ember as a character. And I think with so much of a squishy back line, or at least a mid line in the case of myself and Woljif, I definitely probably want Camellia and Salah if I can get them as the front line. Beautiful. So I am going to go ahead and see if I can talk to Salah and bring her back on the team and see if it'll give me an interface to switch. Okay, so it gives me the go away. Can I guess, go away to Nonia? Where is Nonia? Ninio. God, I've been saying her name wrong the entire time. Apologies. Ninio. Boy, I am pleased with you. I asked you to bring me to safety, and that's exactly what you did. Indeed, having a follower to aid me is most efficient, and frankly pleasing. With you on hand, I shall conquer new horizons, plumb the depths of knowledge hitherto unknown, and scale the dizzying heights of future discoveries. She stops to catch her breath. Oh, get. What I mean is, I'd like to express my deepest gratitude. I foresee immense potential in our future cooperation. I'll say happy to help. Hand in hand, we will unravel the greatest mysteries inaccessible to the minds of ordinary people. Just imagine it. I leading the way, proudly staring into the faces of the gods themselves, and you, my loyal follower, walking behind my every step, writing down my deepest thoughts and admiring the profundity of my intellect. Do you always express your delight so effusively? What? Who are you? Ninio stares at you a while, bewilderment in her eyes, but then it is replaced by recognition. Oh yes, my new follower. So what am I supposed to do? Oh yes, I must provide some verbal encouragement for your as yet modest achievements and try to induce you to strive for more of such encouragement. That is the principle that underpins any training. She frowns, but only for an instant. I see, your modest nature was unsettled by the overabundance of my gratitude. I do apologize for putting you in such an awkward position. I will never praise you again, unless I forget. But let's get back to the business at hand. Your new assignment will be to take me to the inconspicuous ruins that are located in an even more inconspicuous valley lying between Canabras and Dresden, as soon as is reasonably practicable. I will mark the place on your map, on my lap, with a large red cross so you won't forget. What's so special about the ruins? I'm glad you asked. This is my greatest hypothesis, my secret project, and I won't pass up the opportunity to share it with you, because you are my most loyal follower and you are worthy of possessing such knowledge. Nenio rubs her nose. And also, because you are the first person to ever ask me about it. Some time ago, I was walking around the border of the World and I met a strange person. He was wearing a frayed gray robe, and his face was hidden behind an odd white mask. Of course, I didn't miss the opportunity to ask him about the reasons for his absurd appearance. And do you know what he said to me? He said, "I am the answer, but what is the question?" Then he walked off in the direction of the world wound. The next day, after I had already forgotten about the encounter, I had another similar encounter. This time I met an elven woman, judging by the pointy ears sticking out from behind the mask. "I am the answer, but what is the question?" she said, before taking off toward the world wound. Then I realized everything became clear to me. I know a mystery when I see one. Consider this one of my myriad talents. Ninia rubs the tip of her nose. And she likes to rub her nose a lot. After all these geysers weren't simply on their way to a costume party, were they? After examining several maps, I determined that they were all headed in one direction, to a place not far from Canabras, a place which is marked as nameless ruins even on ancient Sicorian maps. That's where I need to go. Unraveling the secret of that place will be my greatest discovery. It will secure my place in history, or perhaps even in legend. What do you expect to find there? I haven't the slightest idea. If I knew what was hidden there, I wouldn't be so eager to go. You know, the ruins of yours may just turn out to be that, ruins. In that case, we'll write this experiment off as a failure and start another one. I don't know which experiment I'll try next. How do you know where we have to go? Do you know how to find a beehive in a forest? You need to catch 2 bees, set them free in 2 different locations of the forest, and remember the directions they fly in. Then you take a map and draw lines showing the bees' routes. The place where the lines intersect, will mark the location of the beehive. Fascinating, yes? By the way, forest bees do not make any honey. Inio sighs. I used the beehive principle here too. For a couple of months, I tracked the strange people in the masks and observed the direction in which they were traveling. I collected the coordinates, mapped their estimate routes, and made a discovery. All the routes intersected at the nameless ruins not far from Canabras. These ruins aren't far from here. You could easily go by yourself. Why do you need me? Ninio's eyes seem ready to pop out of their sockets in surprise. Don't you see? This is a legendary secret place. Who knows what may happen to me after I lift the veil and uncover the workings of the universe. My mortal body may be unable to contain all that knowledge, or perhaps I will ascend to become equal to the gods themselves. I need you to write down everything that happens and report my fate to the interesting parties in Absalom. And don't forget to praise me as I deserve while you're there. Okay. Well, now you know, so off we go. Ninio frowns. Did I just make a rhyme? Perhaps I've discovered poetic talent in myself. Let's conduct an experiment. Quickly, say any word and I'll try to find a rhyme for it right away. Oh, God. Crustacean. Cogitation. Interesting. Not the best rhymes. Not the best rhymes, don't you think? Well, this experiment was unsuccessful. We learned that I have no poetic talent after all, Ninio sighs, but it's no reason to despair. Having a gift of poetry in addition to my inexhaustible intelligence would have been a little too much. Besides, I am catastrophically busy and have no time to spend on writing poetry. Ninio produces a crumpled piece of paper and her sleeves. This conversation lasted approximately 5 minutes. She lifts her chin. By the way, did you know that is the exact amount of time the Inquisitors of Canabras need to find a defendant guilty? But to shake off Inquisitors chasing you takes 5 minutes, 5 times as long. That experiment proved that running while clad in heavy armor is not burdensome for them at all. Okay, So I'm gonna test something, because I thought about this while we were conversing with her. If I leave, I should be able to control what my party is as I leave, right? Oh my god, I don't... Sure. I can. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna leave Nania, or Ninio. Why do I keep calling her Nania? I'm gonna leave her here. Oh, I didn't actually talk to Uljif. Well, that's my bad. I should probably do that to progress his storyline first. Let's do that before we go any farther. Because I definitely want to keep Uljif. Where is he, is the question. I didn't actually see. He was downstairs when I first met him. I doubt he's in the dungeon again. There he is. He's in the kitchen.
Psst, look, Chief, I got something to show you. Ta-da! A real beaut, isn't it? Oh, that cuts me deep, Chief. You and I saw who the traitor was. It's just that when we robbed the shop, I went in first and took what I wanted. Nothing wrong with that. Although, of course, I did think about hiding the moon and just taking myself off somewhere warm when all this blows over. But only because I want to see the world. Is it a crime to want to travel? Huh? Is that what counts for treachery these days? Since that night, Chief, Melround didn't even set eyes on it. While he was dealing with the golem, I sneaked past them, and that was that. Do you really not remember it? Oh, I thought you would appreciate it. It's from the old man Fileman, the owner of the Ancient Trees and Wonders shop. It's the pride of his collection. The Moon of the Abyss, an amulet with a rare crystal crafted by an unknown maker. When I think of how much this thing is worth, it makes my head spin. Thieves have their ways. What? So she would slay me right away, you mean? You saw how antsy she was over Canabras and all this. So I did it. I took the Moon of the Abyss. But I didn't go to Erebeth. And Big Sister wouldn't hear my explanations. She doesn't have the time. I even thought I'd hide the moon somewhere, and then when all the noise had died down, I'd go get it and make a run for it. I'm sick of the thieflings. And they never appreciated me anyway. Why, he asks? It's expensive, pretty. And you know, it's my amulet, actually. Not meaning I stole it, but I mean, this is my inheritance. My grandma and I were poor. All we had was a jewelry box with the moon in it. She used to store it under the floor in the basement, and she'd take it out sometimes just to look at it. She was always nicer when she had a few drinks in her, so I could ask her things then. One time I asked where she got it from, and she said it was from a demon. You know, the demon who was my grandfather. He said the moon was to be passed down. My ma was good for nothing and nobody, so that's why Grandma decided to keep the amulet for me. She used to say it would be mine when I grew up. But she couldn't wait until I grew up. She squandered my inheritance when she became a drunk. Took it to Fileman's shop and pawned it. He gave her some coppers for it, and she didn't even haggle. Just grabbed them and ran back to the tavern before last orders. I've been going to Fileman's to look at the moon ever since I was a kid. He chased me away, but I just kept going back, so eventually he gave up. He didn't skimp on security. The place was like a fortress, so he wasn't worried about a street rat like me pinching anything. Even when I got more skilled, I couldn't get any closer to it. One day, I had no one to go with. Another day, there were only oafs who'd never stolen anything more than a church donation box. But when Charisme had planned everything out, I realized I had a chance to get the moon and move away from here. Maybe to Garand. I hear it's warmer there. I've stayed with the family for too long.
Irvin, huh? That's how you pronounce it?
This isn't just some shiny trinket. First, maybe some rich person's just dying to buy it. We need to put out some feelers and see if anyone's in the market. Second, maybe it'll come in handy. And besides, I spent so many years looking at it. I imagine things like, what if my grandfather left something else and my grandma spent that too? Maybe I could have had my own barony already if things had turned out differently. Or got some decent education in the capital. They're all just dreams, but the moon is right here. You've got to hold on to what's yours, Chief.
I'm just gonna go with the neutral option here.
Allies, friends, it's all a load of crap. Life brings us together, forces us to make plans, do whatever it is we do, but it's a safe bet that this ain't forever. I might be a traitor, but the others, are they any better than me? Melround had a good reputation in the family. He was trusted, and you see what happened. If you abide by the law, anyone can rob you. So you need to break the law first when no one expects it, and run before you go soft and get too attached. Whatever you think, I owe you. I'm not just a thief. I have my own business selling things. Thanks to you, I'm still in the family, and we have the black market sewn up in this city. It's a good way to sell valuables. So, if you need anything, a scroll or something, just say the word. I have a little portal to our people in Erosian. You put a note there, and you get what you need. I can't get you anything big, but what they do have is all high quality. Nothing's too good for you, Chief. What's mine is yours. For a price, of course.
Okay. So that's that. Let's go ahead and clear out some of these items here. Divine Pick. Okay. What have I got in my chest over here? I think I'm just like trying to collect one of each, everything, just so that I have something if I do get a character that I then need to equip or something. Oh, don't put them all in there. That, and split, and that. Let's go ahead and put Kukri I'm not really worried about. Short bow I'm not, well, I don't have a long bow, I guess. Masterwork composite longbow. Wait, what is... Dude. Sure. Have the spiffier one. Okay, I'll throw a longbow in there. Studded leather armor. Torches we'll probably keep on herself. The dagger, I'm not worried about all that much. And then the rest of these are just kind of Okay. Let's go sell to the man in the corner here. You. Get rid of some of this stuff. Clear out the old inventory. Bulk sell. Can have all of those daggers. That and that. Have a longsword in that group. Masterwork Bardiche. Bow, longbow, composite lines. Oh, I had some more stuff in there too. Okay. You're the scroll man. Extend meta magic rod. Undead creatures. Nice. So many scrolls. Masterwork clay. I already have the breastplate. That's decent. I had nowhere near the money for that. So many scrolls. Diamond dust. Nope, cancel deal. Sell those to him. Why'd the... I'm not really too interested in doing the reagent stuff. I guess I don't really know much about it as of yet. let's go ahead and throw some more stuff here in the chest. Grab one great sword, one of these masterwork party shoes. Change shirts. Masterwork glaive. Can be sold as well. Falchion, sorry. I always say that wrong. That's my bad. D4 slashing. Interesting. Shield. Just in case somebody needs a random shield. Alright. So all those can be sold. That can be sold. That keep. Here. Sorry for all the inventory management. I guess technically this is food. Keep those for now. Those two. Okay. We can't be in... I swear that the UI is bugged on weight. Show me what you got. Take all this, please.